It wasn't easy, but I finally backtraced some of Margie and Arthur Jensen's past through their medical files. Arthur Jensen had enough connections through his old Desert Storm buddies turned security consultants to have certain records pulled, which is why the family is a ghost. But he couldn't hide Margie's records. For a period of 8 years, Arthur relied on the insurance policy of his then-employer, White Helix Labs, to pay for his wife's medication. She was on antidepressants since 14 and needed regular prescriptions. When White Helix Labs burned down, all of its files and employment records were lost, and the Jensens stayed invisible, mostly. Here's the thing. 1 minute Adam doesn't exist, and the next minute Jensens have themselves bouncing a healthy 5-year-old. That's when they pull their vanishing act. So on a hunch, I sniffed around some more, and sure enough, the Jensens have tried adopting kids from several Michigan agencies, but Margie was determined unfit as a parent. Next thing you know, they have Adam. There's no real trail saying how he was placed in their hands. Found his psych evaluation following that SWAT incident with the augmented teen. I managed to sneak a look at the folder, but I couldn't copy it, at least not yet, I'll be honest with you. The psych eval doesn't paint a pretty picture. It mentions problems with authority figures, a disregard for the chain of command, anger management issues, and potential post-traumatic stress disorder. Here's the thing, when you hired me, you said you wanted me to read between the lines, so here it is. The evaluation reads like fiction. I'm thinking pissed off Superior wanted Jensen off the force, and had the evaluation worded just to read like just cause, but most of the rank and file I spoke to respected and liked Jensen. They thought he was a real straight shooter, even though the SWAT incident soured his reputation a little bit. Still, even my source liked him enough to want to keep his psych evaluation buried. Huh. Interesting stuff.
Athena tells me you spoke to Sareth. Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any lead Sareth spoon-feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
Seriously.
You meant when?
Yeah, right.
Pretty sure I didn't.
Such a joyful relationship that those two have. Hey, Dick.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Right. Do. Basically, we're gonna fly over to China and then end this session here. Do. Not sure whose idea it is to put the helipad on the other side of the cafeteria. Any new news? Detroit police are investigating a mysterious burglary at the Jefferson Drive Police Precinct. I wonder what happened there. According to authorities, the assailant tampered with evidence, potentially hindering an ongoing investigation. Officials are promising a sweeping search for the culprit. The precinct will be shut down until a thorough inquest is completed. We consider this to be a very serious offense. We need to find out how the perpetrator got into the morgue. Sewers are of particular concern, though all the emergency entrances are also being checked. Jefferson Drive is the same facility where the bodies of those killed at Seraph Industries have been taken after the savage attack at the company headquarters earlier this year. Oh, and they're mad that I disrupted cable. Let's get out of here. Hey, Hot Pants.
Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hangsha.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in. Jensen, you might want to get ready. The jewel of the Yangtze approaches.
Son of a bitch. I'm supposed to find answers in that.
Hey, twice the scum and half the space. Hang on, we're going in. The address you got off that Merc, Hangshaw Court Gardens? It's a bit of a walk from here in the Yuzhou district, but I figured it might be best not to drop you too close.
In case Barrett only gave up the address, knowing I'd walk into another trap.
It's the kind of thing I'd do to an enemy. You want my advice? Just find out who lives there and get out.
Alright, and on that note, we're gonna save here. And I will see you all next time.